Hello. So today, let's talk about the controversial na nangyari doon sa Paris Olympics. I hope I'm not late, no? But I have to I have to listen to the comments ng both camps to get a better idea how to respond. But anyways, thank you kay Derwin Plata 3819 for suggesting this etong topic natin for today. Okay. So let's start. So ano yung nangyari? So Olympics last week or last Monday merong nag-start na ng Olympics, and hineld ito sa Paris, France, and may opening ceremony na nagalit ang mga Christians, and a lot of people were reacting. I heard si Trump, si Elon Musk, and yung mga sikat na mga tao yung mga nag-react. Si Elon Musk kasi yung si Top G na red pill guy, I forgot his name. But nag-react sila, and maraming nagalit talaga kasi ninuyurakan daw ng France at ng event ang Christianity. Minamak daw, pinagtatawanan, sinasayaw-sayawan. So, ano yung pinakita? Ano pala yung doon sa opening ceremony? So, it's on kasi 4 hours yung opening ceremony, no? And akala ng mga Christians, it's the Last Supper. But it isn't, no? It was even not the intention of the organizers. Kasi yung platform na yun, yung akala ng mga Christians lamesa, hindi yung lamesa, parang platform shot na nagwo-walk na parang model yung mga tao, and then nagsasayaw doon. So hindi siya parang dining table, no? And then meron ding tao sa gitna, or God sa gitna, yung nakakulay na blue. So wala talagang any kind of symbolism doon that will remind you that it is the Last Supper. So siguro na lang, for the Christians na lang, I think parang natotrauma na sila na it is always the gay people or the LGBT community that's cosplaying as Jesus Christ, kagaya ni Pura Luka, or mocking the art na mga symbolism ng Christianity. It's always the LGBT community, for example, the rainbow. So I would understand their confusion about it. Nag-a-assume sila, matik silang nagagalit kasi parang meron talagang heat and friction between the LGBT community and Christianity. Not beef na galit yung LGBT sa Christians, but it's the beef na galit yung Christian sa LGBT community. And the LGBT community is just laughing and just enjoying and just dancing about it. You're not really angry at Christians. They're just trying to send a message in a way na but this time I'm sure hindi ito the Last Supper, and it's not even hinting that it is the Last Supper. And also, guys, Christians na nakikinig dito, I would like to remind you na ang the Last Supper na familiar kayo, yung table na lahat ng mga members ni Christ ay nasa isang side lang ng lamesa, hindi iyon yung actual na nangyari sa The Last Supper, Hindi naman yun yung visual representation talaga na nangyari yun, and yun yung dinrawing tsaka in-sketch ng isang artist. You have to remember that it is just the interpretation of Leonardo da Vinci, and Leonardo da Vinci is just a human being, no? Hindi siya religious, hindi niyo siya religious na relic. It is just an art na walang kinalaman sa pagkabanal ng religion ninyo, sa pagka-holy ng whole organization ninyo, no? So I don't understand why you are angry, even if people are mocking the the Last Supper na art. It is not the Last Supper na talagang yun yung nangyari. Da Vinci could be wrong, no? People could be standing While Jesus is eating with his disciples, they could all be standing and scattered around the room if it is the Last Supper. Or doon sa art depiction ni nasa isang side lang sila lahat, parang nagpa-picture sila. So pwedeng around the table yung mga members. So I don't understand why you're angry at art, no? Even if minamak talaga, but they are not mocking. So a bit of history sa Olympics. Now there's ancient na Olympics and there's also modern Olympics. So let me review my dito. So way back pa ang Olympics is way back pa 776 na BC. So 776 BC. It is 2,776 years ago. Imagine, nag-start ang Olympic Games. So just put yourself sa perspective ng organizers. They could just be celebrating how long the Olympics have been going, no? And ang original naman talaga na idea of having this is it is a part of a religious festival honoring Zeus. So Christians, do not react right away. No, I beg of you, do not react right away. It is the best time for you to do research. Kasi hindi naman for eternity nag-exist ang Christianity. There were religions back there. So for example, etong si Zeus, tinatawag nating mythology, but in ancient times, in ancient Greece, literal na wino-worship si Zeus ng mga tao. So if you imagine right now, you're worshiping Jesus, diba? You're going to church, you're paying tithes, you are basing your opinions based on your religion. Pinipili ninyo yung tamang politiko base sa kung ano yung religion nila. Kasi mas bet mo to kasi religious siya. Ito wag to kasi atheist to. So you are influenced now by your beliefs. No, lahat ng mga actions mo na i-influensyahan ito sa mga belief mo. This was way back then as well. 4,000 years ago, si Zeus isang god din na legit siyang pinaniniwalaan ng karamihan. So I don't understand why suddenly yung mga tao tinatawag na paganistic daw ang nangyari during sa opening ceremony, yung pagsasayaw-sayaw, paganistic daw yun. When it is paganistic when it was paganistic naman ang ancient na religion. Marami silang gods. So yun, ito yung story ng Olympics, no? 2776 siya, ancient Olympics. Isang sport lang. Nangyayari daw siya every 4 years. And then at that time nung nag-start pa ang Olympics, isang sport pa lang. Walang other sports. But then later nadadagdagan na siya ng mga sports. So tinanggal ito, end of the games. So the ancient Olympics continued for nearly 12 centuries until the Roman Emperor Theodosius I abolished them in AD 393. So imagine, for ilang century ancient Greece, 700 plus years ang hiniheld, no? Imagine, no? Wala pa tayo, hindi pa tayo pinanganak. Imagine 700 years. Imagine us having living in the Philippines na marami nang nangyari within 50 years lang. May ilaw, may lampara lang 100 years ago. Now meron na tayong mga ilaw, meron ng smartphone. 700 years ang Olympics sa kanila. So sobrang tanda ng Olympics. And then yun na nga, tinapos ito, inabolish ito ni Roman Empire, kasi nag-expand yung Roman Empire, and they are more monotheistic and paganistic etong Olympics. So tinanggal Yeah, inabolish ito around 393 AD. And then, ni-revive naman ito at tinawag na the Modern Olympic Games were revived in the late 19th century. So, ang tagal. 19th century siya bumalik. So, imagine the gap. So, you can imagine na parang 1,000 years in existence ang ancient Olympics, and ni-revive siya at the 19th century. So, it's just like running the modern Olympics is just running for 120 years. So, ako na organizer, siguro i-celebrate ko ang history ng Olympics na hindi 19th century ito nag-start. Kundi i-celebrate ko ang fact na it was way back 2,700 years ago siya nag-start, na ang roots niya paganistic. It doesn't mean that I am believing in pagan, no? If I am the organizer, it doesn't mean that I believe in Zeus. Alam naman natin na hindi galing sa kidlat ang Zeus. Patay na sila ng mga gods. We all know that they are not real. But we are celebrating because we love to celebrate our roots. It's the same with cultural na mga celebrations. Hindi naman tayo nagpo-progress and then dinadala natin yung mga pangit natin na mga culture dati. Namumugot ba tayo ng ulo now? 'Di ba? Hindi na. Tawag doon. Pero sinicelebrate natin yung culture, yung damit natin dati, yung mga cultural dance natin, yung mga songs natin, because those things those things are the things that are positive and we like. It's a remembrance na hey, galing tayo dito. It's just a remembrance. The same thing with the Olympics. It has no agenda. It's just celebrating. And here's the fun fact about the god Dionysus, yung god na nakahiga na parang si Smurf nasa gitna. Yun yung god sa Greek. So ang story naman nun tawag dun, it's the god of festivity. And tawag na may notes ako dito So important and complex deities in Greek mythology. Here are some key aspects of Dionysus. So Dionysus is primarily known as the god of wine, winemaking and festivity. So parang party talaga, nagfe-frenzy, festivity. So napansin nyo doon sa ceremony during that feast na lumabas si Dionysus, nagpa-party, nagsasayawan na parang nababaliw, nabubuwang, and merong mga pagkain sa gilid niya. Inopen pa nga yung 'di ba? Inopen pa nga yung tawag doon, nung lagayan ng pagkain, cover ng pagkain. So eto si Dionysus yun, si Jesus yun. Hindi minak si Jesus yun na yun yung hitsura ni Jesus tsaka kinulayan siya ng blue. No, it is Dionysus. And yun yung characteristic ni Dionysus. If you want to worship Dionysus, you have to have a party, no? Na parang nababaliw yung mga tao. We know that it sounds crazy, no? Now na, pero nandito na tayo sa modern and may mga conservative sa atin. We know that kind of party, saan yun patutungo. It's either gagawa ng drugs or gagawa ng mga kahalayan or orgy. For us na mga conservatives, that's not, hindi yan healthy, masama yan, madumi yan, and it's irresponsible, no? We know that already. But way back then, ganoon yung parang pag-summon nila. Tayo kung yung mga Christians nagpe-pray solemnly and in peace para ma-summon or para ma-communicate yung God nila, eto yung way nila para ma-communicate nila yung God, through being happy and crazy and drunk, no? God of wine nga So yun, the Olympic ceremony is 4 hours. That skit is only a minute long in the 4 hours na opening. Ang daming nangyari sa opening ceremony. Pinakita lahat yung mga members, pinakita lahat yung mga players, organizers, pinakita yung ganda ng Paris, pinakita yung mga sikat na mga art sa Paris. Si Lady Antoinette yung naputulan ng ulo kasi nag-commit ng, parang leader siya dati na I think may kasalanan siya, treason yung nagawa niya, kaya yun, pinutulan siya ng ulo. I might be wrong. And then ano pa yung pinakita doon, may nag-music pa ng metal na nandoon siya sa bintana at nakagitara siya. Ang astig nun. So hindi yun yung kabuuan na opening ceremony ng Paris Olympics. It's a 4 hours. So yun na nga, nagiging reactionary ka. If you just watch the whole series, makikita mo na walang connect ang Christianity sa the whole opening ceremony. Walang connect. So ang weird naman kung ipapasok nila doon ang tawag doon, ang The Last Supper, ang whole context ng opening ceremony is the celebration of the history of the Olympics. Nakita yung mga gods ng Olympics, yung kabayo na parang nasusunog. Ini-interpret yun nila na parang horse, na parang yung horsemen sa Bible. So you are now slowly realizing, Christians out there, you are now slowly realizing that the symbolisms of your church is not unique. There are a lot of religions before Christianity na same sa inyo. And may mga conspiracy theory pa nga na ninakaw lang ng Christianity ang mga simbolismo ng other religions. Even the Ten Commandments sinasabing ninakaw lang ng Christianity from the ancient na Egyptian na religion. There is already a Ten Commandments present in the ancient Egyptian religion. So slowly you're realizing na there are symbolisms out there that may look Christian but are not. Kasi nauna na siyang ginawa ng mga ancient na religions. It seems like parang kinopya lang ng Christianity ang mga symbolism na yun. So, bigyan kita ng example Ito si Dionysus. Si Dionysus had a father that is divine and a mother that is mortal. Diba? So ano yung Christ mo? Ang Christ mo is, ang papa niya is God, ang mama niya is mortal. Dionysus. Hindi, again, this is not an intention to mock your religion, but it is a fact, a historical fact, na there was a Dionysus back then, na ang story niya, ang background niya, galing siya kay Zeus, papa niya si Zeus, and mama niya ay isang mortal. Number 2, isinakripisyo si Dionysus. Namatay and na-resurrect. So, I am an atheist and I don't believe these stories. I don't believe the story of Dionysus and I don't believe your God story, your Christian story. But this is the story 2,000 years ago pa sa pagka-imbento ng religion mo. Imagine, 2,000 years plus pa before na imbento ang religion mo, meron ng ganitong kwento na merong Diyos na anak na ang papa niya ay literal na God at yung mama niya ay mortal. No? Na ang Diyos na ito ay sinakripisyo, namatay, and nabuhay. Ang simbolismo ni Dionysus ay wine. Ano ba yung simbolismo ni Jesus? Ano ba yung pag nagkukumpisal ka, 'di ba, umiinom ka ng wine and 'di ba kinonvert ni Jesus ang water into wine. Ito din yung simbolismo ni ano. So if eto very very active tayo sa music pag may yung kay yung last na controversy na kinopya lang pala ni yung kanta na nakaka-LSS na nakalimutan ko lang. Na 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 na. So nagalit tayo kasi kinopya lang pala niya tapos hindi pa niya kinedit yung owner, no? And double check naman talaga natin sino ang nauna. Nauna yung European na artist kaysa sa Filipino na artist. At ang dami niyang kinopya na kanta. Nakakagalit 'yun kasi na-enjoy natin yung kanta and nakaw pala. She could have said na, hey, this is just a revival or something sa kanta ng isang artist. To credit ba? To not credit grab. And this is happening as well in the religion. Born of a mortal woman na God ang papa, is it a coincidence or was it copied? I don't know. He was sacrificed, died, and resurrected. So, hindi original ang story ng Jesus Christ. Ang symbolismo niya is wine. I don't know what the symbolism of Jesus is, but we all know that one of the distinguishing characteristics of Jesus is yung wine. He turned water into wine. And sa Katoliko, iniinom natin yung dugo niya, which is wine, na iniinom ng mga pare. So, wine symbolizes his blood. Nagta-travel din siya. Ang story niya is he was a traveling teacher who performed miracles. Ano ba yung ginagawa ni Jesus? Nagta-travel at nagpa-perform ng miracles. He turned water into wine at a wedding. So, is it a coincidence now, or ganito ba ang ginagawa ng mga gods ng mga different religions, or may kumopya kaya? I'm not sure. So, he was associated with a purple cloak and a crown of thorns. Kaya nga may crown siya dito. So again, Christians, you are now slowly realizing na your symbolism and your art could be plagiarized from other older religions. So kita mo yung kay Dionysus, di ba parang may crown of flowers siya? Flowers nga ang nilagay ng mga organizers kasi baka pag thorns ang ilagay mo, baka magalit ang mga Christians. Flowers nga. Tas eto, nagalit pa talaga ang mga Christians kasi diba, Dionysus was associated with a purple cloak and a crown of thorns. Sino ba yung god na may symbolism na crown of thorns sa Katoliko? Diba? May crown of thorns siya kasi nung ipako na siya sa krus, kinurunahan siya. God of the vine. God of the vine, another metaphor for Jesus. So this is Dionysus, guys. Existed, his story, his being a holy figure has been existing for 2,000 years in the ancient Greeks. He was like how old your religion is now. Catholicism and other denominations of Christianity is 2,000 plus years old. You are worshiping Jesus, and all the other Christians are worshiping Jesus for 2,000 years. This is the same for Zeus and the Greek na mythology. Now, you can say na ang tatangan ng mga tao noon, nagdi-delusion lang naman sila, hindi naman totoo yung mga pinaniniwalaan nila. That's how I view you right now. No, that's how I view you, and that's how you view them way back. Kasi para sa iyo mga tangalan sila, na mga delusionado and mga naniniwala sa mga hindi totoo. That's how you view it, and actually that's how I view you. And it's so ironic. No? So, hinay-hinay po tayo sa pagka-reactionary. When we see something that's controversial and sensitive, let us not react right away. Let us do some research first. Let us listen to both sides. Kasi para hindi tayo mapahiya sa social media. No, ang daming nagre-react kay Rica Parelejo na post, nakikita, na-i-expose yung pagka-misogynistic ng mga commenters. Sinasabi na, nagko-comment pa to, binubuhay, kung hindi pa lang siya na asawa ng pastor, saan kaya pupulutin yan? Failure naman na yan, bold star. So, lumalabas yung pagka un-Christian ninyo, no? You are actually, you sound like an antichrist. No, that's what an antichrist would say, no? Na ipe-personal yung tao, aatakihin yung tao, babastusin yung tao, instead of attacking the actual issue. What's the actual issue here? It seems to be na ang Olympics gumagawa ng kagaguhan sa Christianity. Hindi. Nagsorry na ang Olympics organizers for showing something na nakukonfuse ang mga Christians. Yun yung sorry nila, but they explained, no? They explained na hindi, si Dionysus yun. And at celebration of Dionysus yung ginawa nila. In celebration of all the gods that were worshipped back then, na we don't believe right now, but we are just showing it kasi yun yung history natin. Ano ba? 'Di ba? Ano ba? Ano bang problema ninyo for showing history? Wala naman tayong problema sa mga cultural dance, no? Tinatanggal natin yung mga hindi na natin talagang abhorrent na ginagawa natin dati. Yun na nga in example ko. Yeah, we are celebrating our culture, but are we beheading heads? Namumugot ba tayo ng ulo ng mga tao? Ganun naman yung history natin, 'di ba? Especially in the Ilocos, in the somewhere in the north, no? Yung mga Igorots, mga fighters natin ng mga Igorots, pupugutan ka ng ulo, yun yung history nila. And they are celebrating their history until now. But are they celebrating those kinds of barbarism? Hindi na, no? Sineselebrate nila yung damit nila, yung mga Diyos nila dati, yung sayaw nila, yung mga kanta nila, hindi na yung mga abhorrent. Ano ba ang harm sa pagsasayaw ni Dionysus? Isa lang naman siyang belief na God na wala namang nangyayari. It's not an actual ritual. They're not trying to summon demons. They're just showing you na we have a past, no? We have an ancient past, and eto. So Christians, please, I beg you, do not react right away, especially if it seems like inaatake yung religion ninyo. Understand both sides. Listen to your own camp and listen to the other camp and make your own conclusion. Give it a day or two to analyze more. Huwag kang mag-react agad. Give it a day. Nangangati kasi tayo na gumawa agad ng comment pag mainit pa yung issue. No? Wala namang mangyayari sa buhay mo kung hindi ka magbibigay ng komento. So, give it a day or two, relax, and then magkomento ka. Same thing with what I'm doing. I'm waiting, no? I'm waiting for stuff. Kasi baka mag-react ako, and then mag-react pala ang Olympics na sasabihin na, yeah, it was the Last Supper. We were making fun of Christianity. Imagine, mapapahiya ako, di ba? So, yun. So, magbasa po tayo. Let's expose ourselves with other religions, especially the ancient religions. And, learn more. And yun lang.